Okay, this is going to be really off the cuff, but I was immensely dissatisfied with my bamboo farm and kelp farm I built on the video I just put out, the Uncle Randal update episode 2, I believe it was. So I've been doing some redesigning, and I've also been adding in this auto smelter in the back, which I have some more plans for. I'm gonna try and be able to make it toggle on and off. But anyways, I redesigned the bamboo farm because it didn't work. It did not work. Let me show you what it looks like on the server real quick. I don't know, it's important to me that you see exactly what went wrong. And before anyone gets upset, I'm going into spectator mode, which is on my server, totally allowed. Everyone's allowed to do this. The bamboo farm just straight up doesn't work. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I built it like this. I was like, it's okay if it's not that efficient. See, we don't even have any bamboo in there, given I haven't AFK'd here for a little while. But like, it's not fast enough to keep up with the kelp. And the kelp is so slow. The kelp is so insanely slow. Like, I built this way, way, way too tall. So I guess let me go show you what I've done. So, oh, don't mind this. Sneak peek for next week's video right there. We're doing a farm. But anyways, this is like a pulled apart version of my farm. It's not connected into each other at all. And also, I should note, I've got my random tick speed kicked up to 300 so that I can watch stuff grow. I'm actually going to turn it down so I don't have the pistons firing every couple of seconds. Okay, so that's normal. That's normal tick speed now. I made it so that these farms are now like as tall as one another. Also, I kind of redesigned this redstone coming out of the back. I'm not a redstone whiz by any means, I just have a very loose understanding, so I thought this looked pretty good. I don't know, it looks like something Mumbo Jumbo might make, so I'm happy with it. I did have to look up how to make a Minecart Unloader, because I've never really made this before. But you know what? I'm beginning to understand redstone a little bit better. So now here we are, this monstrosity. So right now, all it's got is this bamboo farm. Same exact design, basically just copy and pasted, but I used wool to keep stuff organized. Okay, let me actually talk about what's happening here. So the bamboo will grow, and the observer will observe it, obviously. And that triggers these repeaters, kicks on this redstone dust, kicks on these repeaters, activates the piston. Okay, nice and good. And then the problem I had with my old design was that these bamboo stalks would just like break and fall on the ground. See, this one kind of fell into a block, so the hopper minecart's not going to pick it up because I don't have it like traveling underneath all these blocks. But the hopper minecart picks up basically all of it. Then it comes over to this minecart unloader, which is just the same exact design we just saw, but now it's up in the air so you can actually see what's happening. So we have this hopper, and when the hopper is working, it sends out a redstone signal, which is picked up by the comparator. The comparator powers this redstone torch, which inverts the signal, turning the torch off, which inverts the signal, turning this repeater off. And the repeater is powering this block, which powers these rails. So it makes a little circuit. Again, not a redstone wit. Are you kidding me? Again, not a redstone whiz by any means. So that probably didn't make a lot of sense if you don't know anything about redstone. So anyways, that's how this whole section works. And so our bamboo travels through this hopper into this chest. And it doesn't really need to be a chest, but I put a chest here just so it has like, in case it backs up, it has like a little bit of a buffer. That was my thinking here. And then this chest gets sucked clean by this hopper. So that's basic. That's like redstone 101. That's basic stuff. Chest with a hopper under it. Hopper takes out the items from the chest. Easy enough. Then I had the idea, what if I had this bamboo farm not only powering my little XP furnace, what if I also had it fueling my super smelter? So I'll talk about the super smelter in just a second. So then I was like, okay, how do I get a hopper line to run in two different directions? My first thought was I could just run two hopper lines that converge, but that's not how that works. That doesn't work at all. You can't do that. So we're learning together here. So then I was like, okay, a hopper minecart actually would work though, right? Instead of a hopper line just like sitting there and taking items out, we have this hopper minecart that will let stuff pass down, but also will let stuff pass through. So when I want to fuel up my smelter, I can lock my hopper, and you can lock a hopper by passing a redstone signal into it. So now this won't take any items. This one right here, this hopper, no items. Everything that we get is going to funnel directly into this hopper and just sit there, just like that. Oh, that was perfectly timed. So now I need to get this minecart to fill up these hoppers in the back of my super smelter, which leads into the fueling area in the furnace. Oh, I guess I should explain that real quick. So if you have a hopper leading into the back of a furnace, that's going to put items into your fueling area. And if you have a hopper line going into the top of your furnace, that's going to put items that you want to smelt into the smeltable area. And then if you want to take stuff out of a furnace with a hopper line, you just put it up to the bottom so it sucks it out like a chest. Speaking of which, I have my Smeltables chest. So the smelter itself does work. And so now the problem I had was, how do I fuel this from a distance? I have this rail line here, and that runs pretty much just like a regular super smelter. It's a little bit extended, so it takes a little bit longer. So something I have to consider is, if I want to smelt something, I need to let this minecart just run for a little bit so that it can fill up all of the furnaces. See, they all just kicked on, but the problem is the bamboo burns up so quickly, I can't smelt everything. I have to fill that up first. I have to let everything fill up, so I'm gonna have to just let this cycle through a couple of times so we can get a back stock of bamboo in these fueling hoppers back here. Okay, so we'll turn both of these off. We'll turn both of these off, get that cart back in place. I don't know if I explained this furnace this little furnace here yet. So this is just the XP furnace from the previous video. If you haven't seen that, go watch it and you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyways, we're gonna have a kelp farm leading into this furnace as well. And that's gonna be, I think, oh, I could probably fit it in right here actually, just sideways. And that would almost definitely fit inside of my building. So when we have the hoppers lined up like this, we have no redstone current going into this hopper right here, so it is free to flow items right through into this furnace. And that's where the kelp farm comes into play, because the kelp farm, I'm thinking, will go right in this section where I'm standing. Wait a minute. Okay, on the fly, I'm having an insane idea. Looking at this right here gave me such an incredible idea. Oh man, I'm gonna have to, okay. If you don't want spoilers for episode 3 of Uncle Randal update, you might just wanna, I might wanna hold off on watching this, but you know, it could be cool to watch. It could be cool to watch. So this is a, villager breeder, automatic villager breeder. I'm using a design by Wattles. Link in the description below for his videos. I absolutely love his videos. He's one of my favorite creators. And it's also mixed with a, I guess, automatic potato farm that Mumbo Jumbo did. This little redstone signal here, though, this is me. I did this. So, okay, let me go over how this works real quick. I'll do it even faster than that. I'll do it faster than this one. This one is a little bit more complex. But anyways, this villager harvests potatoes, and then at a certain point in the day, he comes over and just absolutely loads up this villager right here with potatoes, because he wants to throw potatoes to his buddy. These hopper minecarts are in the way. They collect the potatoes he's thrown. It sends him down this hopper line, so he sends those potatoes to... It's happening! Did you see that? It happened! Real time! I don't think he threw them. I think it was just potatoes he harvested got sucked into the system. Anyways, he throws potatoes to his friend. The potatoes get sucked into this hopper line. And then when they get deposited into, so then the potatoes get deposited into this dropper, and then the dropper spits them out into these villagers right here who take those potatoes and use them to breed. It sounds weird when you say it like that, but it's not that weird. Okay. Anyways, they do their business, pop out a baby, whatever. We can talk about that later. But the redstone aspect, I could actually hook this up instead of a kelp farm, and I could do potatoes. Because potatoes I can actually eat. So what if how could I combine these farms? If I combined all of these farms, I would have to take out that building I did in the last episode, but that would be okay. I could do that. Okay, I know just how to integrate this. Here is the plan. I'm going to get rid of that kelp farm and that brick building of mine, and then just replace it with this build right here. And then I'll build my villager breeder next to it. I'll add in like another hopper minecart like right here. When I want to fill up my XP furnace, I'll have a little lever I can pull that'll trigger the minecart to travel over into this machine over here, leading directly into this furnace. Basically the same thing I'm doing right here, but I'm going to have it put in this farm. Is that making sense? I don't know if that's making a lot of sense. I'm very bad at explaining stuff like this. Okay, so it's kind of crude. It's like it's a very loose approximation. I didn't put the actual villager breeder in this section because like it's not really necessary. It doesn't highlight anything that I'm trying to show off. We've replicated the farmer up here, the automatic farming, and I turned on the daylight cycle again, so hopefully he spits over some potatoes relatively soon. But here's where the magic happens. So I have this set up so that I can activate the minecart, and I did this through an inverted signal, and I also have it so that I can lock and unlock this hopper. Now obviously this is not a very good looking redstone line. I can definitely change that up. Oh, but see, look, I turned it off and now all this redstone, I put a bunch of redstone up in here. Oh, and the potatoes are coming. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's stop that there. We've had potatoes be thrown. They've been picked up. They're in the system, and they have stopped in the minecart. Now, if I send them over here, I have a minecart unloader. Wait a second. Wait a second. I've built it wrong. I've built it wrong. What have I done? Now, why? Why is this not working? Now it's working. Wonder what the deal with that was. Oh. Well, anyways, I got it working now. Finally. I don't even know what I was talking about. That took so long. I spent like probably 15 minutes just trying to make that work, and all of a sudden it works now. Okay. So here is the full design. So just a quick run through, because I feel like I haven't explained stuff terribly well. So we have this bamboo farm, which is fueling this furnace down here. It's also fueling this super smelter out the back. And the way I have this collecting the fallen bamboo is this minecart, which unloads into this chest through that hopper, and that chest is unloaded into this hopper minecart. This hopper minecart is my way of fueling the super smelter as well as this furnace, because I've got two converging hopper lines. Now, in order to make this furnace even slightly useful, I need something to smelt, and I've chosen to change from kelp to potatoes. The potatoes are harvested back here in this automatic potato harvester I've set up. This farmer throws potatoes to this villager. The potatoes get sucked into these hopper minecarts, sent down this hopper line. This hopper line then stops right here at this hopper minecart, and when I power this line, that locks up the hopper it's sitting on. So then all the potatoes get funneled into this minecart hopper, and then if I power this line, that activates this rail. And then once this has potatoes in it, that activates this unloader. This unloader unpowers this powered rail. The minecart sits here. All the potatoes in this minecart get sucked down into this furnace, so I will have XP when I pull something from this furnace. Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot. I think I got it, though. I think I got it. I mean, I understand how it works. You probably have seen how it works. I've explained it about 3 billion times in this video. So I think that's that, isn't it? Hold on. I thought this video was over, but I've got one last idea. And so if I want to stop that from happening, I am so impressed. I have never done redstone like this before. This is actually nuts. I'm like a prodigy. I'm next up. This is insane. But I'm gonna stop there because I've just been like talking. I've just been going on. But here we are. Hey, look. Oh, this is a sick thumbnail. Wait a second. Screenshot saved. Okay, well anyways, that's all for this one. Uncle Randal, out.